So hello, these are the website of the Amazon Web Services. These are the web page, homemade page. As you can see, there are so many widgets here. Welcome to house, the recently visited, and the build house solution info, trusted info, adventure info, the explore house info, the latest announcement info, the recent house blog post info, application info, secret hub info, and these are the accounts you want to go. So our account is not verified. To verify, you need a credit card information, and it costs $1 US dollar, $1. So we do not complete sign up to the Amazon Web Services. And these are the notification. You can see this, the open issues, the schedule change, the other notification, and the event log. And these are the support. You can see here the support center, the expert help, the repos, the documentation, training, the getting started services, and you can send there your feedback to the application. And these are the services. So many services. The analytics, application, integration, the AR and VR, the house cost management, blockchain, the business application, compute, containers, customer enablement, database, develop tools, user computing, the front-end web and mobile, game development, Internet of Things, the IoT, the machine learning, management and governance, the media services, migration and transfer, networking and content delivery, the quantum technologies, robotics, satellite, security, identity, and compliances, and not lost the storage. If you open the analytics, you can see the Athena, house clean rooms. These are the silly converted data set revealing unemployed. So many. In analytics, the cloud research, search house data exchange, data pipeline, AMR, or the managed hub framework, the Amazon FinSpace, House Glue, House, AWS Glue, Databrew, and the Kinesis, AWS Lake Information, the MSK, is to fully manage highly available and secure services for Kefla, the Amazon Open Search Services, the QuickSight, Amazon Redshift, and the application integration. You can see the Amazon Upload, Amazon EventBridge, Manage Apache Airflow, Amazon MQ, Simple Notification Services, the Simple Queue Services, the Step Function, the SWF, the AR/VR, the Amazon Sumerian. You can see the build AVR, AR, and 3D application there. So the AWS cost management, you can see the house application cost profiler, the AWS billing connector, the AWS budgets, the AWS cost explorer, AWS market subscription, and these are the blockchain. This you can see the Amazon managed blockchain here, and these are the the business application. You can see here so many business application, the Alexa for business, Amazon Chim, SDK, Amazon Connect, Amazon Honeycode, Amazon Pinpoint, Amazon Simple Email Services, or AWS WeekR, and Amazon Workdocs, Amazon Workmail. These are the business application. And compute AWS AppRunner, Batch, EC2 builds, Image Builder, Elastic Beanstalk, and so many others. And the containers, Elastic Container Registry. You can see the Elastic Container Services, Elastic Kubernetes Services, the Red Hat OpenShift service on house. and so many more. So we can go to database. You can see here the Amazon Document DB, the Dynamic DB, the Elastic Cache, the Amazon Keyspace, the Amazon Memory DB for Redis. And these are the developer tools. You can see the AWS app configuration, the application composer, the Cloud9, the Cloud Shell. These are familiar to us. The code artifact, the code build, the Amazon code catalyst, the code commit, the code deploy, code pipeline, the code start, the Amazon code whisper, the AWS fees, the X-ray. And these are the user computing, the Stream 2.0, the workspace web, and so many more. So we can do the familiar, the game development. These are the, if you go there, the game development, you can see the Amazon Game Leaf. These are to deploy any skill session based on multiplayer games. And the Amazon Games Park, the media and services. You can see here the Elastic Transcoder. These are the Media Connect, the Kinesis Video Stream, the Amazon Interactive Video Services, the Video Store, the Dimble Studio. So we can go to the robotics. You can see here the AWS RoboMaker. This is to develop a test and deploy intelligent robotics application. Satellite. To communicate with satellite, but we have to pay this. And you can go to the storage. These are the AWS backup. So you can see here the backup centrally managed and automates the backup across AWS services. And the EFS, AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery, the FXX, the S3 Tracer, storage, and gateway. And as you can see here the search button. And you can see here the IP. So we can do the Asia Pacific because we are near here in top. And that's all. The website of AWS, the Amazon Web Services.
The Amazon Web Services. The Amazon Web Services is to build, deploy, and manage website, apps, or processes on AWS secure, reliable network. So the AWS, or the Amazon Web Series, the Amazon Web Series is a secure cloud services platform offering compute power, database storage, content delivery, and other functionality to help businesses scale and grow. AWS is separated into different services. Each can be configured in different ways based on user needs. User can see configuration, option, and individual servers maps for an AWS services. So the Amazon Web Series, the Amazon.com Web Series launched its first web services in 2002 from the internal infrastructure that Amazon.com built in handle its online retail operation. In 2006, it began offering its refining the IaaS services. AWS was one of the first companies to introduce a pay-as-you-go, the cloud computing model that scales to provide user with compute, storage, and throughput as needed. So AWS offers many different tools and solutions for enterprises and software developers that can be used in data center. In up to 190 countries, groups such as government agencies, education institutions, nonprofits, and private organizations can use AWS services. So what is Amazon Web Services? The global cloud platform which allowed you to host and manage services on the internet.
AWS is used almost by 80% of 500 companies to host their infrastructure, and it has a lot of service that provide to the customer, including a giant technology like Reddit, Instagram, Pinterest, and online streaming site like Netflix. Infrastructure as a service, which means it provides the server as a service, so it don't need to back up the power supply service. So AWS as infrastructure as a service model that deliver IT infrastructure like compute, storage, and network resources on a pay-as-you-go basis over the internet. Also, AWS provide platform as a service. You can get Java, Ruby, PHP as a service and don't have to manage the binary of this application. Also, AWS allows to focus on deployment and management of application.
Software as a service. So, software as a service is a delivery model for software applications where the provider hosts and maintains the software and customers access it over the internet. So, in house, software as a service providers can use a variety of services to build, deploy, and run their software applications, such as the Elastic Compute Cloud for hosting the software, relational database service or the Dynamo database for storing data, API Gateway for building and deploying APIs for running serverless functions, Simple Storage Service for storing files and backup, CloudFront for delivering content globally, Identity and Access Management for securing access to the software and resources. By using this and other AWS services, SaaS provider can focus on delivering their software while AWS handles the underlying infrastructure, scaling, and security. This allows SaaS providers to quickly bring their software to market and reach a global audience without having to worry about managing and maintaining the underlying infrastructures. Cloud storage platform. So Amazon Web Services or AWS offers several cloud storage services that provide scalable, reliable, and secure options for data storage. These include Amazon S3 or the Simple Storage Service, then Amazon Elastic Block Store, Amazon Elastic File System, Amazon Glacier. So S3 or the Simple Storage Service is a highly scalable and durable object storage service used for storing and retrieving large amount of data from the web. Next is the Elastic Block Store. It's a block storage service for Amazon. Then Elastic Compute Cloud, instances offering persistent storage for data. Then Elastic File System is a scalable file storage service for use with EC2 instances, allowing multiple EC2 instances for access a shared file system. Glacier is a low-cost, long-term storage service for data that is infrequently accessed. So why is it such a hit? So everyone is trying to use AWS or the Amazon Web Services. Anyone is trying to put their applications on the cloud. So question is, what is the purpose of putting their applications to the cloud, and what is the reason why Amazon Web Services is a top provider and a top choice for doing anything on the cloud? So the main reason is the billing. So because of the billing, you get a per hour billing, and every instance for or every service has a micro billing. So B instances on EC2 or the Elastic Compute Cloud.
So the first reason why AWS or the Amazon Website Services is the top provider and top choice for doing anything on the cloud is the per hour billing.
Billing is very clear. You get a per hour billing. Every instance or every service has a micro billing. So be it instances on EC2, you get per hour billing rate, which is very transparent. Even S3 buckets are charged on a per GB basis, although it is a storage service, but still there is micro billing available there. So the second one is easy sign up process. The sign up process is easy. You don't need to sign any agreement. You just go sign up with an email ID, add a credit card, and you're good to go. You can go from 0 to 100 in just 2 minutes. You can launch your servers, big machines, without buying hardware, without procuring any hardware. You can just be up and running in minutes. Simple billing. Their billing dashboard is very simple. They give you an integrated billing dashboard, which gives you reports. You can pull out reports every month and based on services, and also based on various parameters.
Stability. For the cloud provider to be a hint, you need to be stable. It has to be a trusted things. So their service are quite stable. In the last 7 or 8 years, they have seen some 3 or 4 major outage, but those have been only region specific. So that means out of the 12 or 13 regions in which they operate, the outage have been region specific in a particular country or continent, and those also have happened more than 2 or 3 hours and have not affected all of their customers. Trusted vendor. So we're talking about AWS. It comes up the something which is used by everyone in the industry, from small startups to big enterprises. Everyone sees Amazon as a trusted advisor. EC2 or Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 is commonly used service. This is a service which give you bare servers. So this service give you machine which you can launch and you can run your software. On those, you can get small or big machine based on your requirements.
Second service overview is VPC. So Amazon will not allow you to control their cloud. Instead, they give you chunks of their cloud, which is VPC for the virtual private cloud. So VPC let you create network in the clouds and let you run your servers in those networks. Next is S3, which is simple storage service. So S3 gives you the opportunity to upload and share files. So this mostly files storage and carrying service. Then relational database service. So this RDS allows you to run and manage databases on the cloud, so they got almost all the major flavors of databases, right from SQL Server to Oracle and MySQL, PostgreSQL, and they recently launched another one which is called Aurora, which claims to be very high performance database.
Route 53 is therefore a DNS, so they've got to manage DNS service and you can point your DNS to Amazon and they take care of this stuff. So it's a global DNS service, it's a scalable DNS service, so it scales according to demand. There's also Elastic Load Balancer. The ELB is a service which gives you the opportunity to load balance incoming traffic to multiple machines, so this way you can scale up your web applications to any number of users. You've got a auto scaling which adds capacity on the fly to Elastic Load Balancers so that your website or your application is never down due to a load.